Paperboy gotta go production.
What's going on?
This podcast may speak on subjects that some viewers may find uncomfortable. Some of the topics spoken about in this podcast may not be suitable for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
How are you just not gonna fucking respond to me, Claude? I'm not on the fucking app.
Gary M. Heidnik.
I got it now, bitch. Laura gave it to me. You too late.
Technically, I asked him.
Guys.
Welcome to the weed.
I'm super fucking angry, and I'm halfway asleep. Let's do this shit.
Hey. Okay, welcome to the. Okay, sorry. I'm taking a shit right now. FYI for all the viewers, and I thought I had no toilet paper. Story of my life. Anyways.
You're so angry. Why are you so angry?
Cause she's pooping. Leave her alone. She's trying to get the shit out.
I'm tired. My nipples hurt. Like, what do you want from me? Anyways.
I mean, the nipples hurting, it's kind of your fault.
You're right. But
I mean, is it your fault for pressuring her into doing it?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I didn't pressure her into doing it. I didn't pressure her into doing nothing.
Oh God!
I'm done.
Should we go back to the group chat where you're like, fucking do it?
Just because I say do it doesn't mean you do it.
Listen,
like you were trying to convince her to do it herself. Like, what do you mean?
Right.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, you might as well go all out, right?
Is that how it works?
Yeah. That's how people.
You might lose the whole nipple.
Yeah.
An infection. Okay.
I mean, it wouldn't have been infection if you did it right and clean.
But when are we clean? When are we clean?
When am I clean? I'm a dirty bitch.
Oh, that's gross.
Wow.
Right? Thanks. I appreciate it.
Well, you know what I said? I'm a dirty bitch.
Well, no, I'm a dirty bitch. No, I'm kidding. I'm not dirty. Or am I?
I was going to say, I don't know. As far as I knew, you were a clean person. Speaking of dirty bitches, let's do this.
No. Okay.
Speaking of dirty bitches, let's do this. Gary Heidnik.
And his 6 dirty bitches?
Yeah. who are all black.
Ooh.
Who are all
need a special
black
sticker? I guess.
and
Special sticker.
probably this case is kind of messed up because they were all black and like mentally slow.
Same.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not making that shit. People think I make that shit up when I say that. No, if you go look at all the victims, they were all black women and they were all had like mental issues.
Same. Okay, well, let's get into this because it's a long one.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Is it a very long one?
It's not the longest we've done, but it's a longish one.
I want to say the longest.
The Waco one is the fucking longest. So
no, it's not Waco level of long.
I want to fucking murder myself.
Thank God.
It's not as. It's probably like Sylvia long.
Yeah.
I don't remember how much that was, but okay.
Like an hour and some change.
All right. I don't think it's. Well, let me look right quick. Criminal activities. List of victims. Okay.
He was a preacher.
Oh, it's honestly not that long, honestly.
All right, I'm good with that.
Wow, I thought it was longer than this. Okay.
He was the son of a preacher man. Oh.
He was a
son of a preacher man. We're here for it. Keep going. Let's make this longer.
Yeah.
Can it sing to us?
No.
Why not?
Look, I'm barely alive right now. What are you talking about?
I need some singing action going on.
I don't know that song. I just know he was the son of a preacher man, and that's all I know.
Well, you better look up the lyrics, my dude, and start singing it to us.
I can't do it. I said I'm barely alive. I'm barely functioning right now. Okay. The viewers are lucky they're getting a podcast. Okay.
Okay, well, let's just dive in then. Okay, so Gary Michael Heidnik was born November 22nd, 1943, and he died July 6th, 1999.
Damn, before my birthday.
Right? When I saw that, I was like, damn, if it was in 1992, you would have been reincarnated as this dude. This dude would have been reincarnated.
Dun.
Okay, but should I post this one this week?
Right?
He
For your
died
birthday.
on the day of our podcast.
Right.
Oh, for your birthday. Happy birthday.
The
Yeah.
birthday is going to be a 6, so.
Yeah, happy birthday.
My birthday.
Wait, so at the end of the potty, do we sing happy birthday to Laura?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laura's just going to sit there while we sing happy birthday to her out.
I'm going to just leave.
Okay. He was an American criminal who kidnapped, tortured, and raped 6 women, murdering 2 of them while holding them captive in a pit in his basement in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He was sentenced to death and executed by lethal injection in July 1999.
I forgot he actually had a pit. He's like a legit Buffalo Bill from fucking Silence of the Lambs.
Right? A pit. I thought it was like a dungeon and a basement, but this said a pit.
I mean, like, technically, a pit could be a dungeon. You know? A pit could be a dungeon.
Okay. In his early life, Gary Heidnik was born on November 22nd, 1943, in Eastlake, Ohio, a suburb of Cleveland, to Michael and Ellen Heidnik. He had a younger brother.
Okay, what is his last name? Because I am hearing Heidnik, but that's
Heidnik.
Heidnik.
Okay.
But we can say Heidnik because
that's all I keep hearing is Heidnik, and I was like, that is not right. That is not right. Is it really?
Heidnik.
He had a younger brother, Terry. Put it in reverse, Terry.
Put it in reverse. It's fixing to be national. Put it in reverse, Terry Day.
Right. After their parents divorced in 1946, the Heidnik children were raised by their mother for 4 years before being placed in the care of their father and his new wife. Heidnik would later claim he was emotionally abused by his father. He suffered a lifelong problem of bedwetting. Ooh, we got a bedwetter over here. And his father...
symptom. I mean, I'll be for real. Like, bedwetting is like a serial killer symptom.
Really?
Yeah, that's like there's like a whole like list of symptoms. Is it like
chronic bedwetting or like?
What about wetting the couch?
It's like, well, it's like, I guess you could say it's like chronic, but I don't know if it'd be considered chronic. It's just like they kept wetting their bed late in life because like Ted Bundy did it until he was 12. Gary Ridgway did it until he was 12. Like a bunch of like there was some that did it all the way up until their late teens. So like Jeffrey Dahmer wet the bed until he was like fucking 16.
Listen, so if your kid ever wets the bed past the age of 5 years old, they're gonna be a serial killer. Serial
killer.
Serial killer.
That's just one. That's just one. You have to have. I was about to say that's just one symptom. Like that's part of the symptom list or whatever. Like it's like bedwetting and fire starting and like there's like a whole fucking list of them. I don't remember what all it is.
Am I a serial killer? Just kidding. I don't want the bed, but
I start fires.
That you do weird with bed?
No, she's saying that she starts fires and burns down buildings.
And puts them out with her pits.
Yeah, that's what happened. I mean,
like,
actually,
all
I
those...
have caught a building on fire before, so.
She's like, all those forest fires in fucking California?
That was me.
You're welcome. You're like, you're welcome.
So, you're welcome, California.
You're welcome. Fuck them trees.
Right, fuck them. We don't need oxygen. Heidnik will later claim he was emotionally abused by his father. His he suffered a lifelong problem of bedwetting and said his father would humiliate him by forcing him to hang his stained sheets from his bedroom window in full view of their neighbors. After his son's arrest, Heidnik's
fucking Bobby Boucher over here. Oh, fuck.
After his son's arrest, Heidnik's father denied the abuse allegations. Well, of course.
Right.
Yeah, but
Who
I'm
would
just
admit
saying.
that?
But
Right.
look here though. I'm just saying, who wasn't emotionally abused by their father? Okay.
Me. Just kidding. I'm still emotionally abused by him because he's not here. He abused me my whole life.
Oh wait, I was about to say I forgot. You have fatherless activities. My bad.
Fatherless. Anyways, at school, Heidnik. At school, Heidnik did not interact with his fellow students and refused to make eye contact. Same. When a well-meaning new female student asked, "Did you get the homework done, Gary?" he yelled at her and told her she was not worthy enough to talk to him. Same.
You get the homework done. Fuck you, bitch! You ain't worthy.
I start doing that anytime someone tries to talk to me. Look now, you're not worthy.
God, how fucking random is that shit?
Right?
Oh, that's a little Audie moment right there.
Heidnik was also teased about his oddly shaped head.
Oddly shaped head.
Yeah, which he and Terry claimed was the result of a young Heidnik falling out of a tree.
Oh shit! We got a fucking Stewie on our hands.
What happened is he fell on his head and he became a serial killer. Is that what happened?
I mean, that's another thing too. Is that like most serial killers have like brain damage, so it's possible. Like that's like another running theme with serial killers is they all have like brain damage, frontal lobe.
Wow, why is this dude? Wow. Nonetheless, Heidnik performed well academically and tested with an IQ of 148. Why is homie smarter than you? Us? Why is homie smarter than us? Why is he superior?
Look here.
You thought you were superior.
See?
Right?
And this is another thing. This is another thing too with serial killers is they usually have a high IQ, except for Gary Ridgway. Gary Ridgway was kind of like the Forrest Gump of serial killers because his IQ was real low, but he did real good.
With the encouragement of his father.
Oh.
Y'all just thought that I was the only one that was dying.
Right? Come here.
On the shitter.
Well, I'm not shitting anymore.
Did you drink some of the poison tea again? Is that why you were pooping?
No, the tea is still coming for. Listen, I drank it 2 days in a row, right? And so it's still coming for me.
See, you have the worst bowels. Why would you even do that to yourself? Like,
I'm feeling bloated. Okay.
It's probably for the fucking poison tea.
At least you didn't shit the bed that you got your nipples pierced on the chair.
But I almost punched the bitch. Okay, I literally almost punched this bitch. Okay.
I mean, she probably would have enjoyed it. If you're piercing somebody's nipples, then you got some secret sadist tendencies.
Right. Well, I mean, like, I asked her beforehand. I was all like, "Has anyone ever punched you before?" And she's like, "No." I'm all like, "Well, today's your lucky day." And she's all like, "Well, I'm gonna need you to sit on your hands." I was all like, "That's offensive."
She just handcuffs you.
She's punching. She's like, "Spit in my mouth. Do it." Right. Sit on your hands like you're fucking a 5-year-old.
Legit almost kicked this bitch. Right? She pierced the first one. It was fine. It was quick. It went fast. She did the second one. I swear to God, she took her sweet time. I was kicking the table. My leg almost came up and kicked her in the head. Like, bitch, why you gotta take your sweet time?
I told you. I heard
fuck her through.
I told you beforehand. I heard the bitches hurt, and you were like, "Nah, I can handle it."
Listen, and even she was.
She did handle it though. She did a very good job.
I know you did.
She didn't punch nobody.
But I mean, like, look here. At the point in time after the needle enters your nipple, though, you ain't got no choice but to handle it.
Well, I mean, the first one wasn't bad, so I mean, I could have just.
I'm talking about the second one, though. You ain't got no. You ain't got no choice but to handle it. You were all afraid they were going to be. I still don't understand how y'all think you can pierce a nipple crooked. Like, I don't.
You can. It can be like at an angle instead of straight across. They can
It's
be
all
like,
right. People do that. They get like sometimes they get them double pierced and have like X's on their nipples.
yeah, I've seen that. But like it could go like sideways. Like instead of being vertical, it could be like slightly tilted, and it will be crooked.
Nah, I'd be fine.
Nah, it'll be fine. He said. He
It'd be
knows.
fine.
He's a professional.
He's a professional. It's okay.
He's a certified nipple piercer. It's fine.
Listen,
No. I was
he's
about to
what
say-
is it? He's one
What?
of those titty inspectors. Okay, they have T-shirts for him at Walmart. Okay,
Oh, FBI, a female body inspector.
yeah.
I actually have a shirt that says that.
Body inspector.
because I actually have that shirt from Walmart. That's why I was laughing like that.
Of course you would.
Of course you would.
I also have a shirt that I also have a shirt that says nice headlights too. So
Oh man. Okay.
Anyways.
Back to the story. With the encouragement of his father, 14-year-old Heidnik enrolled at this Staunton Military Academy in Staunton, Virginia, for 2 years, leaving before graduation. After another period in public high school, he dropped out and joined the U.S. Army when he was 17.
I like how you said that. You're like, U.S.
Army.
I had to burp.
U.S. Army strong.
Let's go. Heidnik served in the Army for 13 months. During basic training, his drill sergeant graded him as excellent. He applied for several specialist positions, including the military police, but was rejected. He was sent to San Antonio, Texas.
Rejected. Sorry.
You can't be a military police. Rejected.
Right. He was sent to San Antonio, Texas to be trained as a medic and did well through medical training. However, he did not stay in San Antonio very long. He was transferred to the 46th Army Surgical Hospital in Landstuhl. In Landstuhl. Is that how you say it?
I was about to say there's a place called Fuck Me.
Listen,
I don't
they're coming at
know.
me with German words, okay? In Landstuhl, West Germany.
Oh, sure. I don't know how to pronounce German words.
Same. Laura, what about you? You're the
No.
German here.
I was
Okay.
about to say,
I'm the
wait, no,
German here. We're
no.
not the German here.
I was about to say, no, she's Russian. Her grandpa was like Ivana Kostovistovich or some shit.
That's the difference, okay? They're all out there speaking different
What's the
languages.
difference? What's a and what is a communist? There's a big difference.
Okay, they're all killing people, right?
I mean, Russia's probably still
so
killing.
scary. So
I
it's
was about to say Russia's probably still killing people. I haven't heard much out of Germany, though. Germany kind of like, we did a good run with Hitler, but we're not going to do shit anymore.
Right.
now it's just under the table. It's fine.
Yeah, they're under the table.
I don't even know who the fuck runs Germany now. Like after World War II, Germany just kind of fell off the map. There's like, we're going to not try no more. We tried this twice and it fucked us over both times.
Right, they were over it. Within weeks of his new posting in Germany, he earned his GED. In August 1962, Heidnik began complaining of severe headaches, dizziness, blurred vision, and nausea. A hospital neurologist diagnosed Heidnik with gastroenteritis.
Gastroenteritis.
There we go, gastroenteritis, and
Is
noted
that what you have?
Yes, is that what he has?
No, is that what Clint has over here?
No, but I've heard the term. I don't even know what I don't even know what it stands for. I don't even know. I guess it's something to do with your intestine because it's gastro.
Gastroenteritis is known as an infectious diarrhea.
Oh.
Gastro.
Oh, so that's what you have, Liv. She has gastroenteritis.
And noted that he also displayed symptoms of mental illness. Same. For which he was prescribed triflozapirazine.
Whatever.
Sure.
In October, Heidnik was transferred to a military hospital in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where he was diagnosed with schizoid personality disorder and schizoid, and consequently honorably discharged. Why are they throwing so many Y's? The Y's fuck me up.
It's not just the Y's. I was about to say, don't lie. It's not just the Y's.
And consequently,
You couldn't pronounce Indianapolis the other day.
He was discharged from the fucking military, okay? Honorably, but he was discharged. Okay. So shortly after his discharge, Heidnik became a licensed practical nurse and enrolled at the University of Pennsylvania, only to drop out after a single semester. He worked at a veterans administration hospital in Coatesville, but was fired for poor attendance and rude behavior towards the patients. From August 1962 until his arrest in 1987, Heidnik spent time in and out of psychiatric hospitals.
This podcast may speak on subjects that some
psychiatric hospitals and attempted suicide at least 13 times. God damn, Papa.
Jesus.
Right?
You figure after the first 3, he's like, okay, maybe I'm doing something wrong.
Right?
No, 13 times.
Listen.
Still ain't got it down yet.
In 1970, his mother, who had been diagnosed with bone cancer and was suffering the effects of alcoholism, committed suicide.
At least she did it right.
Right. At least Mama committed by drinking mercuric chloride. His brother Terry also spent time in mental institutions and attempted suicide multiple times. Damn, everybody in the family.
I was about to say, this family just fucked up beyond belief.
Right? And
were your parents related before they were married?
The Suicide Squad is in this family.
Right?
Yeah. The original Suicide Squad.
Right.
In October 1971, Heidnik incorporated a church called the United Church of the Ministers of God, initially with 5 mere followers. In 1975, he opened an account under the church's name with Merrill Lynch. The initial deposit was $1,500. Heidnik eventually amassed over.
I was about to say, which back in those times, $1,500 was a lot.
Right, I don't know how much $1,500 was, but Heidnik eventually amassed over $500,000, which in 2010 times that was like $1 million.
Yeah,
it's the equivalent of $1,200.
Because this is like what? Is this in the 60s or the 50s?
In the 70s.
70s.
Mm-hmm.
I was way off.
Right. But yeah, homie was a millionaire. Okay. Yeah. By 1986,
because he praised Jesus.
Right. The United Church of the Ministers of God was prosperous and opulent. Heidnik used matrimonial service to meet his future wife, Betty.
Oh,
we got Betty Disto over here.
Betty.
Who
Betty
bonded with her by mail for 2 years before proposing to her.
She was like a mail order bride?
Yeah, he used a matrimonial.
He literally bought a chick from Russia.
Fuck.
Disto arrived from the Philippines. She's Filipino, baby.
Oh, she's like, I don't want to marry you, bitch. I paid for you.
She arrived from the Philippines in September 1985 and married Heidnik in Maryland the following month on October 3rd.
Wait. Was he the original? Was he the original? Not say or whatever.
Apparently so.
The original Nugget Man.
I was trying to figure out where you were going with
this. I cannot. The marriage rapidly deteriorated after she caught him a bed with a trio of other women. Oh, what a hoe.
So he bought her. Okay, so he bought her, and then he was in bed with other women?
Yeah.
He caught him a bed. I don't know what a bed means. Does that mean
caught him a bed? Oh. Yeah. A bed would mean like, a bed could mean like he's in bed or that he's sleeping around. It's one of them funky words like about.
Okay. With a trio of other women. Throughout the course of their brief marriage, Heidnik forced his wife to be an onlooker her while he performed intercourse with other women. Ooh.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Oh, you don't like it, so I'm gonna cuck you now.
Right? We're doing cuckolding now.
We're doing this either way.
Right?
Yeah. Either way, I'm fucking this other lady.
You either here or not.
Right. So also accused Heidnik of repeatedly raping and insulting her. Assaulting. Insulting.
Raping and insulting her.
With the help of the Filipino community in Philadelphia, she was able to leave Heidnik in January of '86. Unknown to Heidnik until his ex-wife requested child support payments in 1987,
They had a baby?
he had impregnated Disto during their short marriage.
Oh shit!
Right, on September 15th,
He
1986.
has a little half Filipino baby out there.
She gave birth to a son, whom she named Jesse John Disto. Jesse
She
John,
has
if you're out
they
there,
have relatively
Oh, yeah,
normal
with the
names for
Johns.
Filipino people.
right? Fucking John coming through again.
Right.
Yeah, but
Heidnik
John did all these stories.
why did he pick the people that have like the most normal name in the Philippines? Like her name is Betty and her son's name is Jesse John. Like, really? You're Filipinos. Aren't
Well,
Filipino like Asian people?
They are
What?
Asian, but is Betty her like American name?
I was gonna say, is that like her real
Betty's
name?
her slave name.
No, they legit Asian people switch like when they come to America, they switch their names.
I
to be
mean,
more
it
Americanized.
could be. I'm just saying, like, for Filipino people, they got like relatively normal names. Like, I figured it'd be like, like Ho Ming or some shit.
I think it's probably her American name, to be honest. But
I mean, like my great grandpa did that. Like when he came over from Russia, he changed his last name.
yeah, because ain't nobody want to deal with anybody trying to like pronounce their
What
name.
was your grandpa's
Right.
original last name?
I have no idea, but all
What
I
was
know
it?
is that it wasn't like what it is now.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but what was his first name? His first name he also like changed around because it's like fucking.
I know.
What was his first name?
I don't know his like real first name, but like what we call him was Anton.
Anton, yeah. But
Yeah,
like,
like
it was
there was extra letters in there, so I don't fucking know.
there's
But
extra
we
letters in
call
there.
him Anton.
There's a fucking Q in there for some reason. I don't know.
Mood.
Anyways, we gotta continue reading or
Yeah, sorry. I had a Heidnik
She's sick of getting interrupted, okay?
Heidnik
I'll let you
also
guys
had a
speak.
child. Oh. Okay, Heidnik also had a child with Gail Linkow.
Where's Gail from?
I don't know.
That's probably the lady that he cheated on her with.
Oh my god.
Probably. A son named Gary Jr.
Oh,
Gary Jr.
Right. He was placed in foster care soon after his birth. Heidnik had a third child with another woman, and Jeanette Davidson, who was illiterate and mentally disabled. Their daughter, Maxine Davidson, was born March 16th, 1978, and immediately placed in foster care. Shortly after Maxine's birth, Heidnik was arrested for kidnapping and rape of Jeanette's sister, Alberta, who had been living who had been living in an institution for the mentally disabled in Penn Township.
so just to put this in clarity, he already had a pension for mentally disabled people, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I don't know if it
Hey,
stems
leave his
back
cake
to what.
alone, okay? He liked them. Just
Well,
let him.
I think it stems back to the fact that he could like probably control them easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So in 1976, his first legal charges were aggravated assault and carrying an unlicensed pistol after shooting the tenant of a house he offered for rent.
Oh my god.
Why didn't you shoot him for? What happened? Why?
They didn't give the tea on that. They just said that he tried to shoot this man in the face after
Don't pay your rent.
to offer him a house for rent.
Just to let you know, if you don't pay your rent, I'm gonna fucking shoot you. Oh,
Right.
Gary, just be a Gary. No, Gary wasn't just being Gary. Gary was for real.
Right.
Yeah, about that life.
In 78, Heidnik signed Alberta, the sister of his then girlfriend, Anjanette Davison, from the Penn Township Mental Institution on day leave and proceeded to imprison her in a locked storage room in his basement. After she was found and returned to the hospital, examination revealed that she had been raped and sodomized and that she had contracted gonorrhea. Bitch, you gave me the clap.
I got the clap. You got the clap.
Anyways, gonorrhea. Heidnik was arrested, charged, and convicted of kidnapping, rape, unlawful restraint, false imprisonment, involuntary deviant sexual intercourse, and interfering with the custody of a committed person. The original sentence was overturned on appeal, and Heidnik spent 3 years of his incarceration in a mental institution prior to being released in April 1983 under supervision of a state-sanctioned mental health program. So in 86, after his wife Betty left him, Heidnik was arrested yet again and charged with assault, indecent assault, spousal rape, and involuntary deviant sexual intercourse. On November 25th, 1986, Heidnik abducted a woman named Josefina Riviera. By January 1987, he had kidnapped another 4 women whom he held captive in a pit in the basement of his house at 3520 North Marshall Street in North Philadelphia.
Oh my God, another address.
Right?
Why do you gotta do that?
Give out the whole thing. The captives, who were all Black women, were raped, beaten, and tortured.
Yeah.
One of the women, Sandra Lindsay, died of a combination of starvation, torture, and untreated fever. Heidnik dismembered her body but had problems dealing with the arms and legs, so he put them in a freezer and labeled them dog food. He cooked her ribs in an oven and boiled her head in a pot on the stove. Police officers came to his house after his neighbors complained that a nauseating odor was emanating from his residence, but they left the premises after Heidnik explained, "I'm cooking a roast, I fell asleep, and it burnt." Several sources state that Heidnik ground up the flesh of Lindsay, mixed it with dog food, and fed it to his other victims. His defense attorney, Chuck Peruto, said that upon examination of cuisine art and other tools in his kitchen...
Cuisine art. Oh, and I just want to put this out here. You know, he doesn't seem like he's a very godly person. He doesn't seem like he's a very good preacher, even though he made $1 million for being a preacher.
Right.
I don't think he was serious about being a preacher.
He just wanted money.
Because if you're going to kidnap somebody and then turn them into dog food and feed them to other people, then
well,
I don't think that Jesus would be happy about that.
Well, I mean, but according to his defense attorney, he said that upon examination of a cuisine art and other tools in his kitchen, they found no evidence of this.
What the fuck is cuisine art? They're making up words.
That's like a brand of cooking utensils, you bitch.
Oh my God.
Like a food processor.
I'm just saying, because he didn't wash it. He didn't wash his food processor after he got done with it.
I guess so, but no. According to it, there was no evidence of it in any of the food processors.
Yeah, I would be saying there wasn't evidence either if I was his defense attorney. This dude didn't do this. He didn't have all the women. He didn't do this. Yeah.
Well, Puerto said that Heidnik made up the story to support the insanity defense. Puerto said that Heidnik started the rumor of cannibalism in public and that in fact there was no evidence of anyone eating human flesh. Heidnik used electric shock as a form of torture. At one point, he forced 3 of his captives, bound in chains, into a pit. Heidnik ordered Riviera and another woman to fill the hole with water, and then forced Riviera to help him apply electric current from a stripped extension cord to the other woman's chains. Deborah Dudley was electrocuted to death, and Heidnik disposed of her body in the Pine Barrens in New Jersey. On January 18th, 1987, Heidnik Abducted.
Special sticker.
Jacqueline Askins, the youngest
How
of
it
the 6
feels to chew 5 gum.
right? The
Stimulate your
youngest of the
senses.
6 victims, Askins was only 18 years old at the time of her abduction. On May 5th, 2018, a special report titled Gary Heidnik's House of Horrors 30 Years Later was aired and featured an interview in which Askins recounted that Heidnik wrapped duct tape around the mouths of the victims and stabbed them in their ears with a screwdriver.
Oh.
Damn, Poppy. On March 23, 1987, Heidnik and Riviera abducted Agnes Adams. The day Riviera convinced Heidnik to let her go temporarily so she could visit her family. She drove her to a gas station and said that he would wait for her there. She walked to her boyfriend's house. He initially wanted to confront Heidnik, but then decided to call the police instead. The responding officers noted chafing from the chains on her legs, went to the gas station and detained Heidnik. His purported best friend Cyril Tony Brown was also arrested. Brown was released. Right,
Whose name is Cyril?
Brown
Cyril.
was released on a $50,000 bail and agreement that he would testify against Heidnik. In part, Brown admitted that he had witnessed Lindsay's death in the basement, and he also admitted that he had witnessed Heidnik's dismemberment of her body. Shortly after his arrest in 1987, Heidnik attempted to hang himself in his jail cell. Attempted. Didn't work, obviously.
Again.
Right.
Attempted.
Failed
Bro,
yet again, Papa.
I was going to say, bro, quit attempted. You suck at this.
Right. At Heidnik's arraignment, he claimed that the women were already in the house when he moved in.
They were already there. I just took care of them. They told me that the house was going to come with some accoutrements. I didn't know it was going to be black people.
I didn't know it was going to be black women in the basement, okay?
But I was like, I walked in and I was like, all right, this is a party.
My type of party.
But this dude's literally Buffalo Bill from fucking Silence of the Lambs. I feel like he would dance in front of his mirror and tuck his wiener between his legs and just, would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me so hard.
I do that every morning. It's my pet.
Goodbye, horses. So.
At trial, Heidnik was defended by Charles Portal Jr., who attempted to prove that Heidnik was legally insane.
It's defended by who?
Charles Portal Jr.
I wouldn't trust that. I wouldn't trust that dude as my attorney. I'd be like, can I get a new guy?
Right.
His name just tells me I'm gonna get fucked.
Right. Heidnik's insanity claim was successfully rebutted by the prosecution led by Charles F. Gallagher III.
So like Charles is
right.
Look here, though, I would say that maybe they should have gone with the insanity defense because, I mean, Gary does seem a little crazy.
It was rebutted by Charles Gallagher III. The fact that he successfully amassed approximately $550,000 through his brokerage account was used to prove that he was an astute investor and therefore not
astute investor. He made up a fake religion.
Well, listen, he made $550,000. That's more than I got, Papa. So he doing something right.
That's more than all we have combined.
I was gonna say, I mean, that's true. But the leader, but later on in the 90s, the leader of the Heaven's Gate cult made a whole bunch of fucking money too, and he was crazy as shit. So
I'm doing a lot better than we are, Papa.
I mean, true, they are.
I'm telling you, we gotta start our cults. Make that money.
We would make much money.
Yeah, but I don't like cults. Cults creep me out. They're always crazy, and they always don't make any sense, and they always have wacko fucking beliefs. I mean, look at Scientology. Even though Scientology is considered a religion,
Here we go. We're
Scientology.
gonna get canceled.
No,
We're gonna get
Scientology is considered a legit religion, but like everything that I'm about to say is facts and it's truth and it's in their Bible. Is
I
that
might have to cut this out.
No, you're not going to, because I mean it's facts. You can look it up on Wikipedia. They believe that everybody's filled with these aliens called thetans that are frozen in a volcano that were brought to the Earth from spaceships that look like B-52 bombers but with jet engines.
kinky.
And that's their literal religion that they believe in. And also it's a well-known fact that the creator of Scientology was also a science fiction writer. So
Well, our religion, we believe in Eileen Wuornos, so
our religion, we believe in Eileen Wuornos. I mean, technically, we can because she was an actual person. There's not
well,
believing.
we believe Mama's gonna come back on a space.
I was about to say, there's not technically believing in it because it's fact that she was alive. So if you were like, I don't believe in Eileen Wuornos, then you're fucking wrong, dude.
Okay, Jesus was alive, and people say they don't believe in Jesus, so.
Yes.
Oh, it works. Okay.
Yeah.
So he was not insane because he made $550,000. Testimony which was given by his.
I just like that statement. He wasn't insane because he made a bunch of money.
Right.
I just love that statement because that's totally not a good way to say someone's not insane.
Testimony which was given by his Merrill Lynch financial advisor, Robert Kirkpatrick. Oh, Kirkpatrick. Is he related to the dude from NSYNC?
I don't know. I got a bunch of Kirkpatricks here in Posto, and they're all rich.
Kinky. He was also used to prove Heidnik's mental competence. Kirkpatrick called Heidnik an astute investor who knew exactly what he was doing. On July 1st, 1988, Heidnik was convicted of 2 counts of first-degree murder, 6 counts of kidnapping, 5 counts of rape, 4 counts of aggravated assault, and 2 counts of involuntary deviant sexual intercourse.
Is this like the
What
12
does that
days
mean?
of Gary?
What does that
Right.
mean, though? I mean, I get the involuntary sexual intercourse because he raped people. What is deviant? Like, why do they have to add deviant in there? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's deviant if he's doing involuntary sexual intercourse with somebody. Like, that's a given. That's like when people do, like, sexual assault and aggravated sexual assault. I don't understand it. Because, like, what makes it aggravated? Where they...
Deviant means that they use force.
But that's implied in sexual assault.
No.
Yes. You have to use some kind of a force to assault somebody sexually. Like I said, it's like in Texas, they have sexual assault and aggravated sexual assault. Like, what makes the difference?
Like,
Was it because they were angry whenever they were sexually assaulting people this time? So that's why it's aggravated?
It means they used force and the person was either unconscious or unaware that the intercourse was occurring.
Oh. So, like, if you knocked them out and then raped them. Got you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, I think everything is implied in sexual assault, that somebody was sexually assaulted regardless of the way they were.
Well, they didn't say sexual assault. 2 counts of involuntary deviant sexual intercourse.
Oh, I thought, okay, never mind.
Aggravated assault was the other one. 4 counts of aggravated.
Okay, I'm getting my shit mixed together. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay, involuntary deviant sexual intercourse. Okay, that makes more sense. My bad. I was adding words together that weren't even together. My bad. Excuse me, viewers. I'm fucking sleep deprived. Okay.
He was sentenced to death and incarcerated at the state correctional institution at Pittsburgh in January '89. He attempted suicide again with an overdose of prescribed thorazine.
The brand.
In 1987, his daughter, Maxine Davison White, and his ex-wife, Betty Heidnik.
Again, I'm pretty sure White's her maiden name, but just the way you said it was like
She was
Maxine
white.
Davidson, White.
White.
Well, I had to include that she was white because this was this one white?
I don't know. Just the
No.
way you said it, it was like it reminds me of that movie where it's like, can I get a coffee black? Can you get out of my store white? That's just the way you said it. That's what it reminded me of.
Anyways, right. She filed both the daughter and his ex-wife filed a suit in federal court in the Eastern District of Pennsylvania in which they requested a stay of execution on the basis that Heidnik was not competent enough to be executed. After 2 years of legal proceedings in various courts, on July 3rd, 1999, the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania issued its final ruling clearing the way for his execution.
He needed to be executed. I don't give a shit what's going on. Like, unless they were like Ed Gein, where they were like, Ed Gein was like, yeah, he was like special, like drooling on himself and shit. He needed to be in a mental institution.
Still kill people.
Yeah, well,
if you can kill people, then you deserve to be killed. Okay, if you
I was saying Ed Gein killed him not because he was getting any kind of satisfaction out of him. He killed him because he literally thought if he killed him, then he was gonna bring his mother back from the dead.
Yes.
Back, yeah.
What?
So yeah.
What?
So he was
Sorry,
like he needed to be in a mental institution, but this Gary Heidnik dude didn't need to be in a mental institution, okay? Unless he literally thought that the girls were actually in the house before he moved in, then maybe.
Like you said it was.
I still can't believe that was an excuse. They were already there. I don't know.
Right.
I bought the house. I bought this house that way. I bought this house that way. They didn't tell me about that. I just opened my basement. I was like, fuck, I got 5 people to feed now.
On July 6th, 1999, Heidnik was executed by lethal injection at the State Correctional Institution, Rockview, in Bellefonte, Pennsylvania, and his body was cremated. As of 2022, he was the last person to have been executed by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. He remains the third of only 3 people who have been executed in Pennsylvania since the resumption of the death penalty. The other 2 were Keith Zettelmoyer in May 95 and Leon
What a fucking name. Zettelmoyer.
And Leon Moyer in 95, in August of 95.
So that dude's name wasn't as cool.
Yeah.
If my name was Zettelmoyer, I'd have been like a fucking rock star or some shit. Fucking Zettelmoyer and the Cruisers.
Funny how you were talking about Silence of the Lambs, right? Because I'm just reading about in pop culture, so like where he has like come in today.
Yeah.
He was one of the 7 real life murderers upon whom the author Thomas Harris
I figured
Buffalo Bill off of. So
I figured because Ed Gein was one of them with like the wearing a skin suit and shit. That was Ed Gein, and then I think he was in there, and I don't remember who else. But yeah, I figured because he had the sex dungeon basement.
Well, January of last year, they also on Oxygen aired a 2-hour special titled Monster Preacher, in which 2 of his victims recounted his crimes.
Monster Preacher.
If anyone wants to check that out, you can hear the victims.
The victims were just like, I'm just going to say this right now. He wasn't a very Christian man.
He wasn't.
He was a monster preacher.
He was a monster preacher. Like he's.
Can we edit this? Wait, can we edit this Wikipedia and add our podcast onto it? Because they have a podcast section. Okay,
let's do it.
They have a podcast section, and they have so many people that did podcasts about him. Can I just edit it and add ours to the bottom?
Well,
yes, I'll upload quick.
I'm sure a lot of people did podcasts on it because this is
because the last person that
such a fucked up case
was on It says 10/2/2022, but so I'm assuming it means February 10th because October hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. It was uploaded by British people. That's how you know they're British, when they put the day before the month for some fucking reason.
Right. To confuse me.
I wonder, hey, scan through the podcasts. Like, how many podcasts are on there? There a bunch?
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Can
12.
we delete them all?
No, I was gonna see if there's one on there that says last podcast on the left. I wonder if they've done an episode on Gary Heidnik.
If you log in or create an account, your edits will be attributed to your username along with other benefits. Ooh, so yeah, we can totally just log in and edit this shit.
Dude, that's the thing. That's why like Wikipedia probably isn't like a good source to get most information from, because anybody can go in there and edit it, you know?
Right. Well, I mean, if it's just like random people who edit it, like it adds their username onto it or their IP address.
But I'm just saying, like, anybody could go in there and edit it. People would go in there and say like Jeffrey Dahmer was the third president of the United States if they wanted to.
I should do that.
Actually 400 years old. Y'all just didn't know it. That's why he was so good at making chocolate. He was there when it was invented.
Really? Is that how it works?
I mean, I'm guessing. I don't know. If you were there when chocolate was invented, then you might be pretty good at making it. Maybe. I don't know.
What's going on?
What the fuck was that? That sounded like such a fake laugh.
I'm entirely scared.
Yeah, she had a mental breakdown on the podcast.
She just exited.
She just said deuces. This has been the Wheeze. Apparently, Libby gotta go. Yeah. Yeah, that was a crazy laugh, though. I was like, she had a little breakdown on the middle of the podcast.
She's like, we gotta go.
I was like, well, this has been the Wheeze. Apparently, Libby gotta go.
No, like I was looking it up, and for some reason it pulled up a video, right? So it like shut off the call mid laugh. I was like, okay.
It was a crazy moment because you did that psycho laugh and then just dipped. I was like, whoa.
Listen, I'm gonna screenshot it and send it to the group chat when we get off.
All right.
Y'all gotta see.
But anyways, gotta go.
Adios. This has been the Wheeze. Wait, we were supposed to sing happy birthday.
No, bye.
Oh. Now?
I can hear you.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday
to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lori. Happy birthday
to you.
See, bitch, you thought you was gonna get out of it, but you still got it anyways. So here we are.
Hi, boo boo.